if you're looking to lose weight, if I asked you what your plan should look like, what do you automatically think? What should you avoid? For most people, they have good food on one side and bad food on the other. So when they go from kind of a balanced one, maybe the odd good meal, likely more bad meals. When you start a nutrition plan, you usually get rid of all the bad meals. So what is bad food to you? For most people, it's the same. Processed, so like sandwiches, junk food, high sugar food, so like chocolate and biscuits. Poison, sugar-free. People still think sugar-free is poison for some reason, but wine, alcohol, they all usually go out the window. And overall, you look at these foods as low nutritional value. Not sure if I've ever said that word before, but that's usually what it is. Good food, high value, low food, bad food, low value. But say if I took your calories and worked them out, and just as an example, we took a person with 2,000 calories a day. We know 2,000 calories a day is going to be a deficit for this person to lose not so much just weight, but with a protein at a certain level, we know they're going to lose body fat. Because everyone wants to get lean or toned, what people call it, well-developed muscle with low body fat around it. Then if you have 130 grams of that, which is 520 calories around, so because you just times it by 4, there's 4 calories in 1 gram of protein, but forget that. And then the rest of it just needs to be common sense on your plan. So loads of fruit, loads of veg to get your vitamins and your minerals, and then loads of water. You can rather do this either way. Most people will choose this first way, which is a single ingredient food. So your stuff like your rice, your potatoes, things that are grown, come from the ground, etc. And obviously you can try this. Most people do try it. They try to avoid chocolate and give all the bad foods up. And this is why most people can't get the long-term results, because they can't sustain these plans. Most people cannot sustain these so strict, no bad food plans. So let's say you've got 2,000 calories. We know 2,000 calories will get you your results. You've hit your protein. You've got more than enough fruit and veg in. And then you sit down to watch Coronation Street on a night, and you've got 300 calories left. You can go and make another meal in the kitchen and whip up some rice and some veg with your single ingredient foods. Or you can have a chocolate bar, a good chocolate bar of 300 calories actually. You can eat those 300 calories with single ingredient foods, and you will still obviously get more nutritional value than a chocolate bar. But if you get 2,000 calories and you're getting your vitamins and your minerals and your common sense stuff, and you're hitting your protein, those 300 calories of chocolate are not going to make you fat. They're likely going to make you stick to this plan longer. It's going to make it more enjoyable. It's more sociable, because if you're sat with your husband or your partner watching Netflix, and then you have to pause it to go make some more rice and some more veg, rather than running to the cupboard and grabbing 3 Kit Kats, then so be it. But I guarantee the rice and the veg and the single ingredients, no bad food in my plan, you're not going to stick it through. And this is why people always lose weight at the start, because you're in a deficit. That's what weight loss is. But you're always going to stop this plan because it's shit and it's boring, and you don't want to be making rice and veg when you're in the middle of watching Netflix. You want to grab some popcorn. You want to grab a chocolate bar. You've hit your protein, you've hit your veg, and you're going to hit your calories. If you run to the shop because you've done the school run and you forgot your lunch in work, and you're busy, so you're in the local Tesco's, let's say, and you have to grab a meal deal. You know you've got 2,000 calories. You can rather grab a 500 calorie meal deal, let's say a chicken salad, a piece of fruit, and a drink, sugar-free, obviously less calories, and you can fit that 500 calories into your 2,000 plan. Still get your results when you go home, still hit your protein, do whatever you need to do. Or you can get a 1,000 calorie meal deal with a triple BLT, a chocolate bar, and a full fat Coke. Obviously the 500 calorie is the more advisable one. You're going to have less calories, you're getting your protein in, it's easier to fit and get more food in for the rest of the day. But it doesn't mean that the 1,000 calorie BLT is an unhealthy choice, because you could still go home then and have chicken and salads for the rest of the day and still get your 2,000 calories, still get your fruit and veg, and still get your protein in. Too many people are still looking at foods as good and bad. So let's say you get to this week and you hit 2,000 calories on plan, picture perfect, Monday to Wednesday, and then you go in work on Thursday, or it's your kid's birthday, or you've got a date night planned, and you end up going over 1,500 calories. For the rest of the week then, if you're educated in nutrition and you're not just doing these stupid meal plans that they're still handing out, You could reduce the rest of the calories for the week and kind of finish the week on 14 or as close to 14,000 calories as you can. You could just carry on 2,000 and add extra walks or extra training to bring that deficit down to the 1,500. Or you can just forget about it, not feel guilty, and know if you're educated enough and someone is looking after you doing this, that one day is not going to ruin the week. One day overall for your long-term health and fat loss and whatever your goals are, one day out of the month is not going to ruin it. 1 week out of the month is not going to ruin it. And obviously 1 month out of the year is not going to ruin it. Too many people are setting the goals so strict that they can't sustain it long-term. Like if you look at this, one meal doesn't make us unhealthy or healthy. And McDonald's isn't making us fat, just like a chicken salad isn't making us lean. It's your overall plans and your habits that's kind of taking you to a healthy lifestyle or an unhealthy lifestyle. Your plans and your nutrition doesn't have to be perfect. It will never, ever be perfect. So many people are setting it really so strict and trying to be so perfect that once they realize they can't sustain it, they throw the towel on and everything. Instead of aiming for perfect, just aim for better. Little changes. Stop trying to be too strict. Stop trying to avoid processed and sugars and carbs and alcohol. If that's what your lifestyle currently looks like, just reduce them. Aim for higher protein. Move more. But giving up all these foods never ever lasts long term. And that's likely why you're sat now more unhealthy, more confused about nutrition, wearing bigger clothes, less energy. It's because you keep trying to look for this quick fix. There isn't one. Strict is not long term. Slimming clubs are not long term. If you aim for balanced, you can have more fun on it. It's easier to stick to. You're less likely to binge because if you're giving chocolate bars up, when you have a shit day, you just reach for the things that you've taken away. It's more flexible, so you can have a chocolate bar while you're watching Netflix. It gives you more of a social life. But to get this lifestyle, it requires education around nutrition. And that's not what a meal plan does. It's not what these slimming clubs do. And unfortunately, it's not what most personal trainers do. If you're looking for a healthy long-term lifestyle, find someone that will teach you about nutrition.